Hello everyone, today we'll be checking out my entire cassette tape collection for the year 2023. So without wasting any time, let's begin. We're going to start off over here, and we're going to start off with Rick Ross, Port of Miami 2. This is the FYE exclusive gold version. We're going to take it out. And this is a pretty cool golden cassette, I may have to add. I really don't know this album, but I do know artists like Drake, Lil Wayne, John Legend, and Summer Walker off this project. So, who knows, maybe I like this when I actually plan on listening to it. Next tape we got is a tape I found at a record store, and it's pretty weird. 1964 Billboard Top R&B Hits. Look at those hits. I do not know a single one of those hits. Actually, maybe the Snoop Soup song, but that's it. And I haven't even taken the price tag sticker off. This cost $1. So, very cheap. And it's on a clear cassette, so yeah. I don't know even why I have that. But next up we have Tony Bennett. Why did I say Tom? I have no clue. Tony Bennett, MTV Unplugged. So yeah. Basically, if you don't know what an MTV Unplugged is, basically just a bunch of live songs. And it's on another clear cassette. Sort of clear. I'm clear adjacent. Next up we have Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. Stop staring at me with them big old eyes. So you can see right at the side. I thought this was a single, but no. It's a complete album. An album full of stockivity. And this cassette is on, I believe it's gray, but I'm not really sure about that. And next up we have an album that's very iconic. Michael Jackson's Bad. Just to name a couple songs, we have Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror. I can go on forever. This album is iconic. And it's on a gray cassette, so yeah, pretty cool. Let's move on to this 3-stacker with Post Malone's 12-Karat Toothache on cassette. It's a pretty rare cassette, because, to be honest, who's going to even play this album on cassette? You mostly have either the CD or the vinyl. And I like the color choice they went with. It's like a crystal clear black cassette. Yeah, that's how to describe it, I guess. Next up we have Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever. It's a pretty cool cassette, and I believe it's the standard one. It looks a little brown or gray or whatever this color is. Pretty decent album, I have to add. I don't know which one's better, the first one, the second one, or whatever. Billie Eilish has a lot of albums. And next up we have Elton John, The Lockdown Sessions. And this is a pretty cool cassette, I do have to add. It's this, nice little, clear with blue sparkles. I like this. This one is a pretty cool cassette, and I'm pretty sure I got this because the reason why is because like there's 3 other cassettes, and 2 of them have different artwork. I wanted the original artwork on cassette, and I got the one that had like blue sparkles. So yeah, this is a pretty cool cassette. Up next, let's do the Taylor Swift. Let's knock these out. First up, we have Midnights, which is getting a deluxe. Yeah, that exists. And this is the Moonstone Blue version, which is the only version of this album that exists on the cassette. I don't know why. We have like 3 million vinyls and like 4 CDs. Why do we only have 1 cassette? So yeah, pretty weird. And next up, we have the only Taylor Swift Tales version on cassette. As of right now, Speak Now Tales version is coming to cassette, and I will probably pick it up. But we have Fearless. I say this is like the only Taylor's version cassette we have for now until Speak Now comes out. It's because Red didn't get a cassette released. I don't know why. Speaking of cassette, it's a double cassette and it's on clear. It would have been cool if they did gold because everything's literally gold. And next up we have Evermore. This is a pretty rarish cassette, and it's on gray, which I guess kind of fits the album, but not really though. And finally, we have Folklore, the oldest Taylor Swift cassette I own. I am missing Lover and Reputation. Those ones are though rare, so I'm pretty sure I'm not completing the Taylor Swift collection of cassettes. But I do love the cassette choice they went with. It's this cool blue, which is pretty cool. I mean, what else can I say? Let's do these next. We're gonna kick off with Ariana Grande's Positions on cassette. I do love this album. It has some pretty good tracks. Shut Up, Love Language, Motive, Off the Table, the main 2 songs, 30 plus 35, and Positions. So yeah, pretty good album. I wish they put the deluxe tracks on cassette, because I love Test Drive. That's a pretty good deluxe. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Next up, we have my newest cassette, which is Rare by Selena Gomez. This is the white version of the cassette, which I believe is exclusive to UK, but I'm not sure. I guess you could call this cassette pretty rare. That joke kind of sucked. I'm sorry about that. Next up, we have a very special cassette. Yes, I know, I'm still doing jokes. Of Lizzo's Special, which is the pink version. Why is this cassette... Why is this so small? I'm not sure, but... we have the cassette, and I do like the pink color. I mean, there is a silver version of this cassette, but I wanted the pink. And I also have this. I like Bob's Burgers. Don't ask me. But this is the Bob's Burgers, music album volume 2. I do not own volume 1. This was behind the cassette player all along. I bet you didn't notice, but yeah. We have this, and all of its tracks. And then it's so much they had to put 2 cassettes. This is the first cassette out of the 2 in a red shell. And then this is the second cassette with a different cover on a yellow shell. I do like that. Pretty good. Now, before we move on to my favorite cassette tapes in my collection, we're going to knock out my cardboard/singles. We're going to start off with Benny Blanco, BTS, and Snoop Dogg with Bad Decisions. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big BTS fan, but I do like this cassette released. Look how small the cassette is. It's like millimeter lines. Very old. And next up we have Lizzo's Rumors featuring Cardi B. I'm surprised this wasn't on special. I don't know why though. And this is the green version that I got off the web store of Lizzo's. I picked the green over the gold, and I believe it's the silver. No, wait, it's black. I picked this because it's unique. I mean, yeah, it's just unique. And this cassette, up next, I have sealed. This is Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits. The reason why I have it sealed, for 2 reasons. One, this is pretty rare. It's like, there's only 1,000 of these made. And 2, I haven't gone around to open it yet. So, we have both versions of Bad Habits, acoustic and normal. And it's on a pink cassette. So yeah, pretty pink. And finally, for the cardboard sleeve section, we have Music of the Spears by Coldplay. Yes, I do have this. And I got this off eBay, surprisingly. I didn't get this off the merch store or anything. And it's on yellow, I'm pretty sure. If not, I don't know what. And lastly, we have my favorite cassettes in the collection. So starting off with Dawn FM by The Weeknd. Probably my favorite album of 2022. And I love this cover, man. The indie exclusive cover is my favorite. It may be simple, but I just love the cover. And it is on just normal black. And then I have the original cover on cassette 2. And just black. And next up I have a pretty cool cassette. This is kind of rare. This is After Hours, but this is the holographic cover. And I did not have this when it originally came out. I bought it off eBay. And it is the red cassette version. And man, I love After Hours. It is an amazing album. And if you have not listened to it, go listen to it. It is incredible. You know what else is incredible? That this exists. This is Disney's Marvel's Moongirl and Devil Dinosaur. A new series, sort of, that came out on Disney. All I know of this series is that it has, a chess player that is a part of the LGBTQ community and uses they, them pronouns. That's all I know, and that's all I care for. And it's on this cool greenish blue cassette. I do like how it says literally on the cassette, J-ums. So yeah, Jay-Z with an in the middle of it. And if we turn it around, we have side B, which is pretty cool. I will say, I'm not a big soundtrack guy, but out of my mind, all this, it slaps. And finally, we have my favorite cassette as of now, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. What do I have to say about this album? This is such a good album, and the cassette, as you can see, is on clear, and I mean, what do I have to say? We have N95, Die Hard, and We Cry Together, the track where Kendrick Lamar literally has an argument with an actor, which is Taylor Swift bootleg. So there you have it. That is my entire cassette tape collection for the year 2023. I'm not sure if this is going to be an annual thing I do, but to end this cassette tape collection video, let's hear from the almighty cassette tape player.